Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Emor from Shishi to Shvi. This part of the Parsha in Perek Chav Gimel Pasuk Lamed Gimel to the end of the Perek talks about the Yom Tovim of the Yontiv of Succos and Shmini Atzeres, and in Chav Gimel Mem and Gimel it says the Maayanei Dorasechem Ki Succos Hashavti Es Bnei Yisrael, in order that your generations will know that in Succos I placed the Bnei Yisrael. Rashi explains that talking about not the Pashup Pshat, but Ananei HaKavod, that the Succos was referring to the protective cloud of glory, of honor. So the Torah asks a question. It says, well, if the Bnei Yisrael went out in Nissan, the 15th of Tishrei, how come we don't celebrate Succos then, when it actually occurred, that time of year? Why do we do Succos in Tishrei, on the 15th of Tishrei? So the Chidushei Harim gives an answer, and he says that by Succos we have in the Pasuk a special requirement to have knowledge, the Maayanei Dorasechem, so they will know the generations. And so that's an obligation to fulfill Succos. You have to know about what you're doing, that mitzvah. It's a special thing for this mitzvah. So all year, a person is full of sins, and a person doesn't sin unless they have nichtas baruch shtus, that he's basically lacking knowledge when he sins. So therefore, all year round, it's not the right time to have Succos. However, after Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, where we've done tshuva, so then we are light on these sins, so therefore we do have the knowledge, and therefore it makes sense after Yom Kippur to celebrate Succos at that time of year. That would be the proper time for it. The Chidushei Harim adds on that it also fits then that a mitzvah, someone who's suffering, is patur from sukkah. Why? Because when he's got this pain, so he doesn't have his yishuv das. So there, that das there is lacking, and therefore you have no obligation to sit in the sukkah at that time. The Vilna Gaon gives a different answer. And he says that, again, the question is, why is Sukkot celebrated in Tishrei and not in Nissan? So the Ananei HaKavod was a protection that the Bnei Yisrael had until they sinned with the Egel Hazav, and then they lost the protection. Moshe had to go up for 40 days and 40 nights to get their kapara, and he came down on Yom Kippur, and they had the kapara. So after Yom Kippur, so that was the 10th of Tishrei. On the 11th of Tishrei, Moshe told the people that they had to bring truma and gifts and the davos for the building of a mishkan, and for that they collected for 2 days, as it says in the pasuk, "V'hem hevu elav nedava boker boker," meaning 2 different mornings. So that's the 12th and the 13th. On the 14th, they gathered all the stuff together. On the 15th, they built the mishkan, and at that point, they were once again Succos, once again back in the Ananei HaKavod, because the clouds of glory returned, and Hoshavti Es Bnei Yisrael, the Azn Nisharu Ananei HaKavod, the Tamid. It became a permanent presence for them during the time they were in the Midbar. May we be zocheh to have a recognizable and palpable presentation of Hashem's Shechina amongst the Bnei Yisrael, and when Mashiach comes soon. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and wonderful Shabbos.